Here's what I don't understand, and this happens a lot on roses when somebody actually had confronted them earlier, like he'd already confronted her about this Max guy. You had your easy out right there. Yeah, I am attracted to this guy. I think our relationship has run its course. Why not just, you've got the easy out right there. But instead, you string him along, you lie, oh, no, nothing's happening. Like, what's the end game plan there when you're in a situation like that?
I think that's because she doesn't know, like, I think you said a couple times, people are too chicken to break up with someone because they want to make sure they have somebody to fall back on in case the new interest falls through.
Oh, so they're being
maybe
greedy.
Maybe her safety net was that James was going to be her boyfriend, but if this other guy worked out, it'd be great. If he didn't work out, James would have never known, and she could just keep dating James. I think a lot of people, we've talked to so many people on this show who got 2, 3, and 4 timed.
Yeah.
That's a word. 2, 3, and 4 timed.
I mean, I've always said,
where do you find the time?
I've always said,
where do you find the time?
College type, long distance things, those things usually don't work. But this is an adult relationship, and it was only a year, and they're seeing each other. I mean, I remember like when I got engaged, we spent almost a year apart, but we found ways to see each other during the course of that year, and then we got married.
According to our texters at 37530, one person says, oh my God, dude, go celebrate. 100%. This lady just did
Go
you a favor.
celebrate.
Another person says, this is all about the toe. What is with her and all about her toe? Oh my gosh, the whining. 100% her dude Max is married. Probably her boss and has no intention of leaving his wife. She's going to regret this. Well, forget if she's going to regret it or not. James just needs to get out of there.
I mean, long distance can work. Roula, didn't you start off as a long distance relationship?
Yeah, famously, I did not want to date my husband because he was long distance. And I go, I just don't have time for that. It's nice that maybe it's not going to work for us. I'm fine. You're there, I'm here. You're in Dallas, I'm in Houston. I know where I am. You know what you do. We don't need to try and set something up where we're long distance. And he was very determined, hence his nickname for those longtime Roula and Rancho listeners. His name was Mr. Determined before we gave him his real name. Obviously, I revealed his real name, and now we just nickname him the Bread Man because he makes bread. So, yeah, super determination on that one.
It's all about choices in life.
He made it work. He came here like 10 times. He came here 10 times to take me out. And
you should take that as a massive compliment. Like, you were so important to him that he is willing to uproot his life, move to Houston to be with you.
I know. I love you, Tassos. You're in the car taking the kiddos to school. Mama loves daddy.
Kevin, have you ever been in a situation where you had to be in a long-distance relationship? I mean, I know you and your husband have been together for a long time, but was there ever a period of time where you guys were separated?
Yeah, when I was working in Virginia and he was living in Texas, that was even before the iPhone. So we just had to get creative and exchange, really like pixelated photos.
You printed them out and then mailed them.
Pixelated photos. He's got his dot matrix printer.
Yes. Pixelated photos. In other words, you just tried to stay close when you couldn't be close.
That's the thing, though. You know when you've got the one, you make it work, even if you do have to temporarily. I mean, clearly she's not the one because she didn't waste much time, just a couple of months, and she's already cheating on him.
Yeah, I mean, there are some roses that really, like, I feel so sad for the couple because it's just such a heartbreaker. I'm not saying James is not on that same level. I'm saying this is one of those, wow, she really showed you quickly who she was.
Yeah, but it's been a couple of months. So they're coming up on almost 2 years of being together.
14 months they're dating, but she's only been there for a couple of months. So quickly she's shown who she is.
Yeah.
She didn't drag this out 3 years dating some other guy with a double life in Dallas. And
still hurts, though.
James is like, let's get engaged. And she's like, yeah, there's this other guy that I want to marry. So anyway, if you ever have issues like this in your relationship or you have questions about the faithfulness of your mate, of course, you can contact us here at KRBE on our website, krbe.com. Sometimes people even come to us via text at 37530, and they're like, hey, I need some help right now. What should I do? And that's how we get you on Roula and Ryan's Roses. We always try and figure out a way to get some answers out of everybody. One person said, I met my husband just before my last year of college when I came home during a break. We were long distance that year and then moved in together afterwards. We've been together 11 years now. So yes,
good for you.
Long distance for a lot of people have worked. I think, the most unique long distance relationship I ever heard, and it worked for 20 plus years, is one of my family friends. She met him while she was going to college, but he was not going to college at her school. Then she went away to grad school, still not in the same state. Then he got a job like on the West Coast, still not in the same state. Then they got married, and then she moved to the West Coast. And I think it must have been like 6 years or something.
Really?
And they made it, maybe it was more. And they were together, they've been together forever. Their kids are like in college now or something. It's pretty, I mean, really, like you said, if it's the one,
It can be done.
The one.
Yeah.
It can be done. If it's the one, it can be done. On the Roula and Ryan show. Okay. If it's the one, it can be done. Thanks, guys, for your texts at 37530. And just real quick, I want to mention, speaking of your text, Kevin and Sam, did we, can I go ahead with the doggy thing? Or are y'all fixing that glitch?
No.
Here, I'll tell you what, on Twitter, it is functional.
Okay, the doggy thing that people don't know what I'm talking about. We want you to send us pictures of your dogs on Twitter at KRBE. We were saying on Facebook, if there's a glitch on Facebook, it's not letting you post the dog pictures because we want to highlight your dogs for the dog days of summer. And as I was looking through the text, I'm bringing it up because somebody early on had sent us a picture of their doggy yawning in the sunlight. It's pretty cute. But it has to go to our Twitter at KRBE. Post your dogs there so that we can give them a little spotlight.
Do we still call it
KRBE.
Twitter, or is it now called X?
Right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
'Cause they-
You know, mine still has the bird. I still have the bird.
You didn't
Really?
update
That's
the app.
weird.
Yeah, you gotta
it needs to
update.
I don't want to update it. I
Right?
want to bird.
I
Were
like
you
the
gonna say,
X.
Kev?
Like the bird.
I'm
Were
going
you going to say something, Kev,
iPhone
about
4.
the glitch? Were you going to say something about the glitch, Kev?
If you DM on Facebook, then they will repost.
Okay.
The digital department. So it can still make it up there, but I'm trying to release the lock. Like, why do they lock out pictures from people? I mean, I take all kinds of pictures. No, that's why. See, that's why.
That's why.
That's why, because
You're
of you.
the prime example, Kev.
Dang it. Can't solicit for those.
Okay, guys, we can't wait to see your puppies
It's long
on
distance.
our X and our Facebook Messenger. Long distance. Okay, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, in case you haven't missed this, it's over for Britney.
We said dog,
What
not
ex-
dong.
Oh, long distance dog. Not dog.
Dog.
Dogs.
Not the
And
other.
it's over for
DOG.
Britney. But what's over for Britney exactly? We're going to give you some scoop next on the Roula and Ryan show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. Okay, just real quick, since I'm broadcasting from the house and my daughter's about to go to school, she wants to say, give a little shout out because it's kind of cute that I can actually do this while I'm in my house. Get over here, Alexandra. Come say a quick hi during Scoop on the Roula and Ryan show. Who do you want to say hi to, sweetie?
All my friends.
Well, you got to list some names, honey.
The whole world.
Put them all. Just name like 4 people right now off the top of your head. Go.
Savannah, Allison, Elle, and Charlie.
Okay, yay. Charlie, our dog? Yes, our dog, Charlie. No, we have another friend named Charlie. Which, by the way, my dog Charlie, for those that don't know, yes, shocker, Roula adopted a dog. Oh, my gosh. We got our dog a year ago. No, I'm sorry, October, from Canine Angels Rescue, K-9 Angels Rescue on Instagram. And it's pretty awesome. She's a little golden doodle. She was a puppy that was surrendered there and scooped her up. And my kiddo's named her Charlie, and she's been a little cutie pie ever since. So we want your pictures of your dogs, guys. Go to KRBE's X. I would say
Twitter.
But I guess we got to call it X
We all
now.
still know it's Twitter, but
KRV's Twitter/X.
Yeah.
And you can Facebook Messenger some pictures over for the dog days of summer. We can spotlight your doggies too. A little Charlie on there and get her on there. Okay, real quick, in case you missed this from this morning. Britney Spears and her husband, Sam Asghari. I guess they're heading for divorce. Sam filed for divorce. A quote source, says they got into a huge fight after he accused her of cheating. There is a prenuptial agreement. Nobody knows what's in that, what's going on. And one person says that he is threatening to, quote, release extraordinarily embarrassing information about Britney.
well, he's hurt right now, so he's wanting to lash out. I'll tell you though, I mean, I know she's always posted provocative pictures, but this latest video that she posted where she's on a stripper pole, she looks messed up.
I don't know why he wants to bring her down even more. Like, she's already
Well,
going through
maybe
things.
she really hurt him bad. He's not seeing
have to give
clearly.
him
They've only been
any
married
excuse,
for
though.
14 months. Yeah, they've only been married 14 months, which is unfortunate.
I mean, and when somebody
What'd you
cheats
say,
on
Sam?
you,
I missed that part.
I
What'd you
said
say,
that
Sam?
doesn't give him any excuse or any right for him to try and
Threaten
shame
to
her.
humiliate her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it does, but I'm just saying human beings sometimes react badly when they're cheated on.
Well, he's a public
If, in
figure. He
fact,
should
that
know
happened.
better. Yeah.
If in fact that happened. Britney and Sam have reportedly been having issues for months, according to TMZ. And sometimes they had blowout fights where Brittany would get physical with Sam, and he has not been staying in the house they share much during that time.
This
when they're
reminds
having
me
the fights.
of that Amber Heard Johnny Depp documentary on Netflix, like where she got physical with him.
Yeah.
We can tell Ryan just watched this. 'Cause
Yep.
That's all I've
Second
heard in
time
the
is-
last 20
yeah.
minutes.
I'm sorry, 2 times in 4 hours. I'm sorry.
Oh, 4 hours. We've been on 4 hours now? Oh, wow.
Well, that'll be
Let
it.
me move on to this other story. So Warner Brothers has made a lot of money off different movies, and The Dark Knight was one of them. It made $536 million domestically, and that was huge for them. Well, Barbie has toppled The Dark Knight now.
Whoa.
Yeah, they've
Oh,
so
man.
far, and it's not even out of the theaters yet, so
No.
it's going to keep going. Domestic total so far, 537.4 million. It has made 1.2 billion worldwide, as we talked about this on Tuesday. It's the second biggest global hit because Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2
Yes.
made $1.34 billion, but it doesn't sound like that's
Wow.
too hard to beat, as Barbie is only 4 or 5 weeks new. You know what I mean?
You seen it, Ryan? Ryan, you haven't. Did you go to it yet?
No, I'm trying to, with COVID's going around a lot, so I'm trying to stay away from big crowds and movie theaters and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'll wait. I mean, I will watch it for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be on streaming September 5th.
Oh, that's only a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll-
Yay!
Are you sure it's going to be on streaming? Because they're still making cash. I'd be like,
Yeah, that's
push
why
it back.
I'm shocked.
I'm
but yeah,
surprised.
it says
Yeah.
right here, avclub.com. It's coming September 5th. And I read that on Twitter
Good,
as
Ahmad.
well.
Yay. Okay, and to your point, Eric, about getting those people in the theaters, over the weekend, my niece was here. She's 15, and she asked me to look up, some showings for Barbie. She wanted to go with her friends, and every single showing that I was picking, there was like 12 per theater. All of them were packed. You can pick your seats.
Yeah.
All of them were packed except those first 3 rows. And can we sidebar for this? Why do those first 3 rows still exist? One of my friends got stuck in the second row
the
'cause it was
broken
a
neck
packed
section.
theater to watch. What was the movie they went to watch? Not Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer. And she was just miserable because she showed up with her friends, and her friends had picked the seats. And she goes, "What the hell is this? We're in the second row. This is gonna suck." And she left halfway through the movie because she wasn't interested, and she was so uncomfortable. She was out of there.
But I think
Why
you
do
just
those rows
answered.
still exist?
You just answered your own question because they know for the big movies, people are going to take any crappy seat as long as they're getting in it, and they're going to make more money.
But,
Have you guys
but then
seen,
it worked against them because she left. She was so miserable.
Well, they still got no. It didn't work against them. They still got her money.
What's the guy's name?
That's all
His
they care
name-
about.
Kevin knows him
True.
from Fresh Off the Boat, the main actor, Randall something.
Yeah, but I
He's in,
can't.
a
I'm
lot of movies.
so bad with names.
He's like
I'll
the
look it up.
spokesman
Keep
for
going.
Amazon right now and all the
Yes.
commercials.
Yes.
But he had a great quote last week about these execs and studio heads. Like, they don't get it. They think Barbie was a hit because of the toys. So they're like, let's put out more toy movies. He's like, how about doing movies where you have female
Messages.
leads, a director?
Randall Park,
and,
by the way.
Randall
Randall Park.
That's it. Yeah, he's really good.
But there is no question, though, that does help.
Because it's toys.
I mean, when you've got
I mean,
generations, you've got 60 years of history and heritage, and people are going to want to see, what it's all about, and then they go in and then they get the message.
But it's also a female-centered movie, and
That's what I'm saying.
it had a big message. I mean, it broke a record, right? This is the highest-grossing movie with a female director. So
Yes, correct.
There's a strong
Gerwig.
girl power movement behind it. I love it.
And I still haven't gone to see it because I can't leave my house, so I can't wait for it to stream.
Soon, Rula, soon.
Oh, I really want to see
You
it. I
have to
love
dress
it.
up in your house.
I know. Everything. Well, I did have a pink cast. I had a very Barbie pink cast. And then yesterday I had to go to the doctor and cut it off, check my leg.
The cast.
And they recast me in a green cast.
You're like,
Ooh. Frankenstein.
my leg's falling off. You gotta check it.
Check my leg.
It's fine,
Check
ma'am.
my leg.
Man, this is a Burger King.
Oh my God.
KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
All right.
Burger King.
It is brought to you by Dunkin'.
You're right, Raising Cane's. I went to Raising Cane's. Kevin.
Ma'am,
Come
this
on
is a
now.
Raising Cane's.
Why are you here with that pink leg? We can't get rid of that here.
Okay,
Post
so
it up.
chaos ensued as thousands of Houston Independent School District teachers took to NRG Stadium this week for mandatory development training for the school year. Of course, the state has taken over HISD, so they're forcing them to do this. Now, videos have been shared online showing hundreds of teachers crammed into the venue's tight hallways as they tried to make their way into the different classrooms for their learning sessions. And there were concerns for safety issues. Other videos featured show the teachers sitting on floors due to lack of available seating. Food was also a source of confusion. The teachers were told that there would be food provided. However, they estimate that nearly 8,000 people were there, and they only had one food vendor available for all those 8,000 people. So this is a prime example of how the state's doing so far as taking over HISD.
Well, I think somebody who was in logistics did not plan to get with whatever the venue is. Say, how many of those little stands are going to be open to feed people?
One
that was a
for 8,000 people? Yeah, that's a great idea. Needville, Texas knocked off Media, Pennsylvania to open up the Little League World Series. So go Needville. Their next game is going to be against Fargo, North Dakota on Friday. Kevin, go ahead and say it for us.
Oh, sports.
What's your name?
Oh, I don't remember. No, it's Brooke Dakota.
Yeah.
It's sport. She loves a good sport.
Well, that's Little League World Series. The next game is 6 p.m. on ESPN on Friday. Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, and Chaz McCormick homered in the first inning, and the Stros took down the Marlins 12-5 last night.
Here's what's so great about this. Altuve's always the first one up. He was out. Okay, here comes, I think, was it Bregman next, Eric? Home run. Next one, Tucker. Back-to-back home run.
Back-to-back.
Then Alvarado comes up. He makes it to first base. Chaz McCormick comes up. Boom, home run. It's 4-0.
Alvarez.
Just right there. Boom. Did I say Alvarado?
Yeah,
Alvarez. Alvarado.
Yeah, song by the Eagles.
Who's this?
No, that was
That's
so easy to work
Desperado. That's
with.
Desperado.
Alvarado. Alvarez. And anyway, it was just a great game. And then I got worried. I texted Eric. I go, what is the deal here? We need more runs. Now we're only one apart. This is not good. And then boom, 7th inning, they broke it open. 6 runs in the 7th inning. It was awesome. 12-5 win over the Marlins.
All right, coming up next, we've got Food Wars.
Food Wars. It's the new school year for a lot of people. And I already got the question, what's for breakfast? What are we going to eat for breakfast? And, and you know, just food. Like, what's a good, how do we word it? Let me think how we're going to word the
What's
right
the best
question.
food for kids going back to school? Like Ryan said back in his day, his mom made him waffles or pancakes?
Oh my God, my mom made us so
eggs?
much food. We'd have
It was like a Denny's
pancakes,
in your house.
eggs, sausage, everything.
Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruit.
And by second period, like I'd be in class and be like,
The itis.
I would love to have. There's no time. There's simply
Yeah.
no
No
time
time.
for all that.
I got a honey bun and a pat on the
yeah.
back.
Bye.
Yeah, really, because it's hard. You're in a hurry. You got to feed the kids. What is a good breakfast for the kids? You debate what the great breakfast is as you're kicking off going back to school. 713-390-KRBE. That's our phone number. You can also text us at 37530. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.